VDM has been practicing a double standard, hypocrisy and activism. Because tell me why the same thing you sent Bilod to prison for, which are not the one that sent him to prison, the same thing you claim you sent Bilod to prison for, that's the same thing D1 did. But you do all I say you know Siam. You do all I say you know Siam. Now you're challenging Sowore. What are you challenging Sowore for? Clearly Sowore doesn't have your time. He cannot agree. Hey God, oh. Okay, do you think Sowore will stoop so low to begin to consent to your level and to go and print one banner and come and hang somewhere because you are challenging him? Like are you okay? Like, are you okay? Which eye to take look Sowore? You're challenging Sowore. I challenge him. I want to deal with him. Deal with who? Like, what do you expect Sowore to do? Like, what are you expecting him to do? What do you want him to do? Everything that Sowore said he's going to do, he has done it. Yes, he fought and brought Bilod out. And you have been shouting, I want to deal with Sowore, I want to challenge Sowore. Like, what are you? What in Gongo they challenge him for? So she can print banner, Abi. D1 has printed it. Go and face D1. D1 has printed it. He don't print them, he don't hang them, and you did nothing. You just want to create. You just want to create noise everywhere.
All right, you said he should tell you why. First of all, Very Dark Man cannot tell you why, because you are not at that level. The level where people can properly review, process, and truly understand that kind of explanation. Even if he breaks it down, even if he simplifies it, you still won't grasp the depth of it. Bro, that is not an insult. That is just the reality of where you are operating from. Your question already shows it. So let me answer you. Listen, I am not answering you because you have earned my intelligence. No, bro. Or because you have matched the level of this conversation. No, not at all. I am answering you purely to educate you so you don't continue to constitute nuisance and pollute the social media space with shallow conclusions. And also, for those asking the same question, why didn't he do the same to D1? So pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. Now, let's address what you said. You said, this is double standard. You said, the same thing that happened with Bilod is the same thing that happened with D1. Yet, one was acted on and the other was ignored. And from that, you concluded hypocrisy. Now listen carefully, sir. You are comparing situations without understanding context. And that is why your conclusion will always be wrong. Let me break it down properly. Bilod did not just talk. He took someone's image, placed it on a billboard, attached business to it, and created a public impression that never existed. That is not ordinary behavior. That is misrepresentation. That carries legal weight because it affects reputation, public perception, and even commercial value, Oga. Now listen, let's leave commercial value first. We all know Very Dark Man has said many times that he does not do ads. Yet, Bilod made people believe he did. So when action was taken, it was not emotional. It was structured. It was calculated. Bro, it was necessary. Now let's come to D1. This is where you thought you had a point, but you exposed your lack of depth. Yes, D1 spoke. Yes, he did a lot. D1 made serious allegations, more than necessary. He even went further to spread explicit and false narratives. So, let's not reduce it. What D1 did is reckless and large. In fact, if we are being honest, it is worse in terms of moral behavior. But here is where intelligence comes in. Not every wrongdoing is handled the same way, because not every person is operating at the same level. And another crucial reason Very Dark Man did what he did is something many of you are still not seeing clearly. Pay attention. Now, let me add something very important here. Very important. Because this is where a lot of you are getting it wrong. The difference between Bilod and D1 is not small. The gap is clear. Bilod, whether you like him or not, operates at a certain level. He has money, allegedly. He has visibility. He has influence. People know him. He shows his lifestyle. He moves in spaces that carry weight. right? And even if it is not from pure intention, he has still given back in one way or another, at least to his community. Now understand this. In Nigeria, when somebody has money, especially when they are seen as a billionaire, people already believe they are untouchable. Don't lie to yourself. Most of you believe money can cover anything. Money can silence anything. Money can bend the system, and that is the point. The action taken there was not just about what he did, but what he represents. It was a message that even at that level, you are not above the law. Even with money, there are consequences. Now come to D1. This is where the comparison becomes clear. D1 has been around for years, from comedy to Big Brother to social media, and still nothing solid. No real influence, no real weight, no real impact. Let me say it the way you understand. This is someone that has been trying since before some of us were born, and now we are grown, and he is still at the same level, still chasing attention, still forcing relevance. He went to a platform where people are supposed to blow. Nothing changed. He came out, still nothing changed. Now he's on social media, same pattern, noise, without weight. So tell me, how do you put someone like that side by side with someone operating at a completely different level? How? One is dealing with influence and perception at scale. The other is just making noise to be noticed. So the response will never be the same. And it is not supposed to be the same, because response is not based on who talks more. It is based on impact. It is based on level. It is based on what is at stake. So before you make that comparison again, understand the gap. Because that gap is exactly why the reaction was different. Now listen again. There is a difference between structured impact and desperate noise. If you cannot separate that, everything will look the same to you, when in reality, they are not. Let me make it simple. Some situations require legal action. Some situations require silence. Because some people are only looking for attention. They provoke, drag your name, force a response, just to gain relevance through you. And the moment you respond, you elevate them. You validate them. You give them exactly what they wanted. That is why discipline matters. Power is not just in reacting. Power is in restraint. So the real question is not, why didn't he act? The real question is, was that person worth acting on? Because sometimes, the strongest move is silence. To deny visibility. To reduce someone to zero relevance. Listen. If their goal is attention, what happens when you don't give it? They collapse under their own noise. Now you understand. So no, this is not double standard. This is understanding levels. This is knowing who deserves a response and who does not. Because at the end of the day, not every dog deserves a bone. So yes, this is control. This is discipline. This is strategy. Because not every voice deserves amplification, and not every noise deserves attention. So next time you analyze something like this, don't look at the surface. Look at intent. Look at structure. Look at level. Even me, I will not respond to someone like D1. From everything I have seen, he lacks direction. He is not thinking clearly. So what exactly do you expect Very Dark Man to say to someone who doesn't even understand his own words? Oh my God. See. Once you understand this, your conclusion will change. And if it doesn't, then the problem is not what you are looking at. It is how you are thinking. And that one, I cannot help you. My advice is simple. Educate yourself. Read more. Improve your understanding. Because it will help you.